Very good morning, my dear friends. This is ariseroby from Masterminds, and today's topic is about love or lack of money. Who is responsible? Yes, most of us would be having this thought in our mind, which would be a big nightmare. I did my studies well. I was a very good performer during my school days. I scored very good marks. I did my best in my college. I had a job, but still talking about money, love or lack of money. Who is responsible? This is an amazing topic. Yes, my dear friends, let's move on to the video. Yes. Break it. Who is responsible for it? Why is it that money is a big question mark for me? It's a very big confusion on each and every one of our mindset. Let's see to it. What is the problem? What is the issues into it? Let's break it. Let's see and identify what is it. Yes. How to break it? We need to first identify what are the core things. Is it parents? Is it our friends? Is it the peer groups and the society? Or is it our schools and our teachers? First, identify who is the greater impact during our school days. Is it your parents? Is it your friends? Is it your school teachers? Is it your peer groups and the society? First, identify within yourself. Yes, my dear friends, the clarity of thought is more important. Are you a person who used to dwell upon ethics, principles, morals, values, etc.? This is how I need to move on into my life, and this is how I need to earn my life and lead my life. And the other part is the clarity is that I don't have nothing with those things. The only thing in my mind is I need to earn money. I need to be a rich person. Yes, my dear friends, which type are you? Do you belong to type A or do you belong to type B? And what is this type A and type B? Let's see to it. Type A are these people who used to have a greater impact from their parents, friends, school, peer groups. Type B are the people who always feel that it's all about me. I need to decide my life. And I have my uniqueness, I have my identity. So this is the clarity with type B. Whether you belong to type A or type B, first fix it. Yes, my dear friends, if it is that going to be parents, let's move on to our childhood days. Some of our parents, when we move to temples, when we go to church or when we go to mosque, they used to give some money. So that to drop into the mite box, we call it in Tamil as undiyal. And how many of you used to drop it into those box as being instructed by the parents? Or your son or your daughter where you used to save the money separately, whereby you use it for your dreams, for your goals. You use it for giving your parent or your brother or your sister. What sort of clarity is there within you? Do you act accordingly what being instructed by your parents, or do you act according to your willness, to your dreams? Yes. Next, friends versus clarity. How far your friends have some impression on your life during your failure? Is it so that your habits are being governed by your friends? Is it so that when you fail, they have greater impact? The type B people always have a different set of feeling. Their friends don't have any sort of impact when they fail. Type A people always being have a greater impact by their friends. They lead their habits, they govern their habits, and as a result it has a greater impact towards their behavior, towards their character. Type B people always have a clarity about whatever attempts they make, whether it is a success or it is a failure. They learn from their failures. Do you belong to type A or type B? Do your friends have an impact or do you have a clarity? Next, school versus clarity. Are you a person always being guided, being a person who used to think that the words of your teacher or something from God? whereby your teacher always advises towards your discipline, he masters your discipline, or a person you yourself to think that it is not my life within four walls. It is not with something one person who is going to decide my life. Do you think that my life is something outside the box? So now, are you a person who act according to your school teacher, or someone who decide yourself that my life is outside these four walls? Are you a type A or a type B? Yes. Peer groups and clarity. Are you a person whereby your parents used to say that you should not go out by this time, you should not go and play with these children, and you should not do this? Or you are a person to be friendly in moving with all your friends? Do you belong to type A, like the person who used to go accordingly being advised by your parents that you should not talk to your fellow, you should not play with this fellow? Or you a person like type A, or a clarity with type B, whereby you play with everyone, you come to know about different aspects, you face different consequences, you also come out of the different negative circumstances? Yes. Are you a person always looking about situations, struggling that I'm waiting for a good time, it's a bad time for me? So time is the one which decides my future, which decides my destiny. So type A people always have a feel that time is the one which decides. Type B people always have the clarity that it's me who have to decide everything, it's not the time. So, are you a type A or a type B? Yes, my dear friends, type B people will be able to be successful, and also money will flow on to them. If it's so that if you are lacking money, if you are not able to have been achieved that particular point of time, what you are crazy enough towards money, it's only because that you belong to type A. If you are a type B person, you have the clarity that I am the person responsible for my thing, and I am the person who need to take decision. So in the next video, we will see one by one how far your parents have an impact regarding your financial crisis, I mean your economic crisis, or your friends who is going to decide your future, or your peer groups, or your school and your teachers. And let's see one by one. And first, by the end of this video, what I like to suggest is decide, identify with whom you are being suppressed, with whom you are being guided. Yes, my dear friends, kindly subscribe our ariseroby Masterminds channel to stay on with us with such kind of videos, and don't forget to click on the bell icon. Thank you. Bye bye.